Hey everybody. Gonna do some makeup really quick. I didn't get my sponge wet, but we're probably gonna go with a brush today. If you hop on, say hey. If you're watching this part, you don't see the live. Up in the corner, you're probably watching the replay. But I feel like it's been a little bit since I came on here and just kind of done regular makeup. So if you missed Mindy and I Thursday night, we did our Halloween duel, and the theme for that was Through the Decades. We had so much fun. It was such a comedy show too. You definitely need to go and watch that replay. It was a ton of fun. I'm loving it. Hey Richard, how are you? So we're gonna do some makeup today, just some regular fun everyday makeup. I kind of want to change it up a little bit. I feel like I'm stuck in my ways of what I typically do, and I don't want to do that. So we're gonna try a little different stuff today. So, by the way, does anybody get the Ipsy glam bags? I used to get them every single month, but then I've switched more so to every other month just because I have so many samples of stuff that I have not even used. But look how adorable this bag is this month. It's a little Betty Boop bag, and then I really love it because I get brushes. And who doesn't? I mean, I'm obsessed and have an addiction to makeup brushes. So this is just a cute little eyeshadow brush, and it's got some hearts, and it's got the little bee on there, which is perfect for Brittany. So definitely love it, love it, love it, love it. So I'm going to start off with our VFX Pro Camera Ready Perfecting Primer, and this is the silicone primer. So it's not the cream. We do have the cream one, which is the strobe. You always want to start with a primer so that way you are filling in all those fine lines, pores, and really just giving your foundation a good canvas to stick to, so it's not seeping in to the pores. It's not going to crease up in the lines. I know some people have that issue, especially up under your eye. I know that was my biggest issue. And I'll be honest, before I started Farmasi, I very, very rarely used a primer. I really, didn't understand the concept of it, but the more that I'm getting into makeup and skincare and things like that, the more that I'm learning and I'm loving. I'm even learning stuff about hair. I washed my hair yesterday, and it was super oily today, and I was I don't know why, but taking into consideration, I did just dye it. The shampoo that I'm using probably isn't the best shampoo, and my hair is just kind of over creating these oils to keep up with what I'm doing and what I'm putting into it. I know I put in a lot of products Thursday night. I put in a ton of hairspray in my hair, which is not something that I normally do. So my hair was just kind of making up for what I pretty much put into it. So let's see here. My face isn't really oily today, and it's really actually chilly. I'm loving this weather. It's a high of 57 today. It's perfect fall weather. This weather screams my name. I love boots and jeans and flannels and hoodies and bonfires. I love this type of weather. It is my favorite. So I'm going to go in with our VFX Pro Camera Ready Primer or Foundation. I am shade 01. And I'm going to use the Real Techniques brush. They have these on sale. I'll have to double check, but they're normally $8 on Amazon. But when I bought it, they had it on sale for $4.50 or something like that. So it's a really nice foundation brush. The bristles are pretty tight, so your foundation's not going to seep in there. So I love it. And I'm generally a 2 to 2.5 pump for full face. So I like to just kind of go in one pump at a time. And I just kind of speck it around on my brush. And then I move that product on my face. Doing this, it makes it a lot easier to make sure that you're getting the even coverage with the foundation versus, you know, missing some spots or it not being even, and then you have to go back. Hey, Kaylee, you have to go back in and, you know, cover up. So, but I really love this brush. I actually prefer the sponge. I just forgot to wet it. I just like how it feels on my face versus the brush. And I don't feel like I have any like brush strokes, which is also probably just myself and the way that I do it. But everything is a learning curve, and that's okay, because I never claim to be perfect. The only thing I claim is how much I love these products. Like I said, I am always 100% honest in everything that I do. I mean, as you can see, just before this video, I posted a picture of me hair removing the hair above my lip. Sponge is my favorite too, but I do like the brush too. I love the sponge. I don't know why. I just feel like the look that it gives me afterwards is the best, and I'll probably have my kid actually get it wet for me. Hey, Kylie. They're in the room playing. I told them I like had to threaten their lives. I said, I'm about to get on Facebook. I don't want to hear you. Don't embarrass me. I said, go in the room, shut the door. So, thankfully they're doing that. Kylie! I really want to use my sponge though, just to go in afterwards. My house is like always loud. And I told my friend the other day when I had a migraine, I really wanted to get on, but I had a migraine really bad. Like that whole day was just kind of like a blur to me. And it's probably because my kids are on fall break and they're running around like mad people who act like they're starving too. Like they go to school and eat breakfast, okay? Tell me why when they're not at school that they feel like they have to eat 2 breakfasts. Is that even a word, breakfasts is? But seriously, they get up at like 8:39, eat breakfast, they make their own cereal or waffles or whatever, and then at like 10, they're like, Mom, can you make pancakes? Mom, can you make this? Mom, how about some French toast? I'm like, oh my gosh. I mean, I normally have a lot more kids in my house, and I feel like this week they've ate every food in my house. They've completely drained the cabinets in the fridge. I feel like I get the most coverage with sponge. I think that's probably what it is. Like, I feel like with a brush, especially because it's smaller than my sponge, like I just feel like I'm missing spots. I'm trying not to yell like in the phone. Eat all day, I feel you. My kids are so tiny. I'm telling you what, so my 9-year-old, she is petite for her age. Kylie Raylan! Come here! Oh, they're playing The Floor is Hot Lava. So they're all acting like a bunch of crazy monkeys. Kylie! Come here! Sorry. 1, I want them to settle down, but 2, I really want her to... 1, you guys are being loud. 2, will you get my sponge wet and then wring it out? Yeah. Thank you. But anyway, so she's like petite for her age. We get that comment all the time. My 9-year-old and my soon-to-be 7-year-old are literally like just inches off of each other. They wear the same size clothes. I mean, they are like this. So... I've always been asked ever since they were little if they were twins. And I'm like, no, she's just really petite. I mean, I'm going to be 30 next month and I'm 5'1". So if that tells you anything, she's just small. Now their dad, on the other hand, is 6'1" and like really broad shoulders, big guy. Oh, I forgot to turn my volume off. Okay. But I'm hoping they get taller, especially my son. My luck, my son is going to be short like me. So let's hope at least he's tall. But yeah, my 9-year-old will like eat my entire house. I kid you not. I don't know where the kid puts it. She eats so freaking much. It's unreal. So much. I feel like I need to put a lock on my fridge sometimes because they literally, like I had to put a note on my board on the fridge last night before bed that says, Mom is making pancakes, no milk, because they will seriously each eat like 2 bowls of cereal when they get up, and then by the time I get up, they're like getting a 3rd or 4th bowl. So I always have to tell them, like, chill out. They're not starved. You guys are all being loud, Jeannie. Tell them Mommy said be quiet. Tell them Mommy said be quiet or I'm going to bust their butt. She said, shh, Mommy gonna bake her butt. Will you shut the door? Okay, go shut your door. They're obviously like not terrified of me because like I said, I really told them, be quiet. Whatever, laugh at me. Thank you. I'm your mama? Yeah. I am? You're so sweet. Seriously though, go tell them to be quiet. Tell Kylie to come here. So I'm going to go in. I'm using our 3-in-1 face palette. I love this palette, you guys. It is, I'm telling you, like, I love everything when it's like all combined. So to not have to dig through, which I love my other blush, but you guys really need to be quiet, please. So go tell them to be quiet or we're not going to go anywhere. Okay, but you're being really loud and I can hear you in here. Okay, so please be quiet or we're not going anywhere. But anyways, I just love it being simple. Even like my eyeshadow, like having the trio eyeshadow. I love the creamies. Please believe I love the creamy eyeshadows. But just having them like all together makes life easy sometimes. Okay, well, go play it in your room. So, if you're looking for something that's super easy and has it all kind of laid out for you, this is the 3-in-1 where it's got the bronzer, the highlight, and the blush. And I use the bronzer as a contour. So, I do like to switch it up and trying to decide blush wise. I think I'm gonna use this blush because I kind of want some like rosy cheeks today. Every time I use this brush, I need to get one of those, oh yeah, because this has got some green in it. I need to get one of the, like little makeup brush cleaner on the go type thing. Because I'm always like using my hand to clean off stuff and that one's too bad. I just want to contour my nose. That's it. Jean, go shut your door. Be careful. Oh yeah. So I never actually understood the concept of contouring your nose. But then when I did it, I was like, oh my gosh, because I have a big like hump in my nose. And it's always bugged me like to the point, like, people used to make fun of me in, you know, elementary, middle, high school, whatever, and ask me about it, like, what happened to your nose? To the point I just started telling people, like, oh, I broke it. Like, shut up. Feel bad, okay? But when I contour it, I like, it kind of makes, like, it kind of slims it down a little bit more. And you probably can't tell a difference because you don't stare at it every day, but I do. So, contouring your nose, for those who don't know, will make it appear a little bit skinnier. So yeah. Then I'm going to go in with my highlight. I love this highlight. It is so beautiful. And it's like just a perfect, like, natural highlight glow. So when the sun shines or light kind of hits right there, I'm going to be like Edward off Twilight and sparkle. I was obviously Team Cullen with the whole Twilight thing. I was not Team Werewolf. And I like to just kind of get right above my lip too. So there's that. I'm actually going to attempt, I really need to get the contour stick because I feel like when I try to do like underneath here with the powder, it doesn't look as it's supposed to, if that makes sense. But I like to try new things out and, I don't know, just try different things. Bless you, Bear. My dog's over there having a sneezing fit. It's cold. It is like super cold in my house, and I'm like trying not to go ahead and break the cycle of turning on the heat yet. And especially because the weather has been so like back and forth, I don't want to break into, let's turn it on, and then now we need to turn the air on because now it's too hot, you know what I mean? So, alright, so we got the 3-in-1 face down. Let's see here. I like had no idea what to do with my hair because like I said, it was like super oily. I was in the process of straightening it when I was like, man, my hair is just so oily today. So I threw in some dry shampoo, but that wasn't cutting it. And I was not about to just add a whole bunch more product into my hair and make it more greasy. So I just washed it and threw it up so that way I didn't have to try to even bother styling it and it's still being greasy. Sophia! Grace! My kids are deaf. So my eyebrows are fine as far as like drawing them on, but I do have areas where I need to like fill them in. So like here and here, I just kind of like to fill them in, and then when I put on foundation, I just feel like it gets washed out. So I like to bring a little bit of color back in. And right now I'm just using an eyeshadow. I have like an ongoing list, and I always add things to my cart and then change my mind on what I want to get when I want to get it. But I have the monobrow powder for me to get because I do love like the powdery eyeshadow angle brush type application. I have our eyebrow pencil, which was nice before I got my eyebrows waxed, but now that they're waxed, they don't really need like drawn or filled in as much. So I just like using the powder as like just a easy fill in color added to it type thing. And then we also have the brow mascara, which I really want to get. We have a clear one. So I really want to get that one just because my eyebrows sometimes are just kind of all over the place. I get some like wild, crazy hairs that stick up. So I really want to get the clear one just to kind of like, once I've got them in place, color-wise, just to like tame them and tell them to stay put. Because that's probably the worst. It's like when you get your eyebrows looking perfect, and then you've got Wild Harry who wants to just ruin the party. Anybody else like name hairs? I feel like I do that a lot. There's Fred, Harry, George comes out to play every now and again. But that's me and my goofy self. So, welcome to the Bunny Show. I'm going to go ahead and do some lip conditioner. I'm telling you what, my kids need to stay off my conditioner. Because this was not rolled up before I put it up. This stuff, you guys, is heaven. I absolutely love this, and I will probably buy like 5 more just to make sure that I have them and have them like everywhere. Because last week, my lip, for some reason, I just woke up and I had like this huge like crack right in the center, of course, like the worst spot. So like when you're eating, when you're talking, like it's cutting open and it hurts. But I put on the lip conditioner, and I mean, later on that day, it was like perfectly fine. So I don't know if I want to use this or not. What do you think, Eminem? Should I use that pretty pink sparkly? I think I'm going to use this. So this came in my Ipsy bag. I don't even know. No Lenny, maybe. But it's like a really pretty pink sparkle eyeshadow. I think I'm going to use that. But I'm trying to decide. I really wanted to do... I mean, I guess I still can. I'm going to do some green eyeliner, too. Then I'll probably fill it in with some brown. I just don't know if I'm going to do a powder or my cream yet. Thank you, ma'am. Go play in your room, quietly. Tell everybody else to sit down.
Sit down?
Yeah. Because they be bad.
Yeah.
Alright. Sit down. Alright, I'm going to use this, whatever, powder that I got from Ipsy. It's just like a really pretty pink sparkle. I don't know what the name of it is. Byron Bay, I guess, is the color. We're going to go with that. I don't know how my son is wearing what he's wearing right now. He has got on, like, a tank top and shorts. And it's freezing. Sophia, are you in the living room?
Yeah.
Will you tell me what the temperature in here says?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so not bad.
It says 6269.
62 degrees in my house. And because I have wood floors, I have like no carpet downstairs at all. It feels so much colder. So he's wearing shorts and like a little boy beater.
Who?
Diesel.
Oh.
Not sure how, because I'm in jeans and a cardigan, and I was like, I need to be warm. It is cold.
It's hot.
It's hot because you guys are running around like a bunch of wild banshees.
I'm not hot. I'm kind of cold. Hi. Hi, Mom.
I do kind of like that. It's a really cute, like, subtle color. I don't know if I want to do the cream, though, on the end. If I want to do cream, brown, or if I want to do shadow brown.
Shadow brown.
I don't know. I think I'm going to do shadow brown.
Yeah.
Emma said shadow brown, so she knows what looks good. Don't you, girl? Mm-hmm. What do you have? Pancake from this morning? For real?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to do shadow brown. And this is from the Vintage Season trio. So, anybody doing anything fun today? It's like the perfect pumpkin patch weather. I really need to. I've got like this area in the back of my house. I don't even know what it was used for. Originally, I thought it was used as like a garden because it's like boxed in. But when I got in there like last year or so, it has like an old dry rotted tree root, like a tree stump still in it. So, not sure exactly what it was used for. Guys, sit down. But I really want to like tear that up and make a fire pit. I mean, we use it as a fire pit anyways, not that it needs torn up, but I need to like clean it up. So I really want to just kind of take out all the weeds and clean it up a little bit. Sit down. You guys need to sit down. So I'm taking that cream color that was in the trio. I'm just kind of going up under my eyebrows there. Making sure it looks even too. Because I have that issue where like, because I'm turning to look in my mirror, it looks even, but then when I look at the camera, it's like, nope, one side's higher. But I think that's looking okay.
Yeah. One side's higher.
I'm sure you're going to be able to tell me.
One side's really higher.
Well, you guys need to sit down, please. But you're not being quiet. And you're moving my mirror all around.
What mirror?
This mirror that I'm looking in, Dork.
How?
Because you're leaning up on the table. Duh. Alright, now I'm going to do this green metallic eyeliner. I think it's called dark green. Dark green metallic, number 03. But it is this really pretty metallic-y green. So.
That doesn't look green.
You don't look green.
That looks
Okay,
more
you really need to quit moving. Eyeliner is probably like the one thing that I dislike trying to put on. Because if you mess up, that changes like the entire game. Wham bam, thank you ma'am. Oh, my mirror is so dirty from my brats. Anybody looking for some kids? I've got 4 for sale.
No. I already did my makeup.
Oh, I can't see that eye at all.
Seal Kylie and
I'm going to sell all of you.
Oh.
I'm sure somebody wants some kids.
Nope. No. Look at myself too.
If you guys want some kids, please let me know. I've got 4 of them for sale.
Kylie's the only one.
I'll let you choose. I've got a 9-year-old, a soon-to-be 7-year-old. So you'll have a birthday party that you'll have to plan.
Yeah. Bye-bye. You'll always have to plan.
Hey, love. How are you? Hey, quit screaming. Go sit down. Oh, my goodness. Yes, they are getting sold today. I do have a funny story, though. Diesel and Emma, go sit down, please. So a couple years ago, like when Emma was a baby, we were going somewhere. I don't even remember where I was leaving to go. But I was taking the older 3, and I told them, I'm like, come on, let's get your jackets on, we gotta go. And they're like, where are we going? And I don't like to tell my kids where I'm going or what I'm doing because, especially if I tell them too soon, then it's like, when are we going to do this? Well, is it time to go yet? Like, it's 100 questions, especially for my oldest.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mindy. I actually got them from a fellow sister pharmacy. Or pharmacy sister. I said that really backwards. So anyways, I'm telling them, hurry up, get your socks and shoes on, get your coats on, we're leaving. And they're like, where are we going? I was like, I'm taking you and I'm selling you on the black market. And they're like, what is that? I'm like, it's where people go to sell their children because they don't want them anymore. And they all, it was like a funny bad mom moment. They all like started getting really upset. I don't want to get sold. I'm sorry. And I'm like, well, you should have listened. So I threatened my kids to sell them on the black market still.
You don't.
I'm such a bad funny mom. Like when Sophia was a baby, we used to say that we were gonna flush her down the toilet, and Kylie would get so upset that she would start crying. So like we would literally like take Sophia in the bathroom and like hold her over the toilet bowl. We're like, we're gonna flush her. She's no, don't flush her. I'm a bad mom. I do some messed up jokes on my kids. I actually posted one the other day. I forget the joke because I did it last year. Oh, it was something like to make the water disappear, and you like pour water on the floor, and you're like, look, I can make this water disappear. Sit right here and watch. So then they sit right there, and I don't even know what I did, but
you pulled us in the water.
You're like, ready? 1, 2, 3, and you like
hand.
pull their legs. Is that what it is?
We had to take your hand, and then you would grab us by the hand, and then
I don't remember.
slip us.
But
You would pull.
So you pull their legs and you pull their butt pretty much over the water. And you're like, whoops, disappeared. So I did that to both my kids.
And
Charmaine, I feel like I have those days
and I'm like,
a lot. Like those are my normal days.
You know,
If I'm not doing something like that, then something's like really wrong. I think I get it from my dad. I'll say I get it from my dad because where we live, there's a house like behind us or catty corner to us that I feel like he said it was like the Amityville whorehouse. So he tells my kids this story, and I'm like at work or something that day. Oh, Grizzly, stop. So I'm at work or whatever, and I come home, and like my kids are like, Mom, the devil's house is behind us. And I'm like, what? So my dad tells me. So I get my sick humor from my dad. Thanks, Dad. But my dad actually kidnapped me one time when I was little. I was probably like 5 or 6 years old. Stop. You guys are being so loud. This is why I'm selling them. I was like 5 or 6 years old, and I had asked my dad if I can go play with a little girl friend of mine. And we had lived in like a townhouse, and then you go like through the woods, there's a park, and then it's an apartment complex. So my friend lived in the apartment complex, so I had to go through the woods, through the park, to her house. So he's like, yeah, that's fine. I mean, now especially, who's gonna let a 5 or 6-year-old like go do that by themselves? Thanks, Dad, for, I don't know, letting me. I mean, I pretty much could have been killed that day. But so he said yes, and I go, and of course my friend's either like not home or not allowed to play right now. And I'm like, screw this, I want to play. So I go back to the park and I'm sitting down and I'm playing, and the next thing I know is I'm getting picked up and somebody's hand is like over my mouth and my nose, and I'm like kicking and moving my hands, and I'm like, I'm terrified, like almost in tears. I wouldn't be surprised if I peed my pants. And then the next thing you know, he's like turning me around and it's my dad. So then I'm like, oh, thank you, gosh. And he's like, Brittany, I told you if she is not home to come home, like, and this is why. And I was just like, dang, like that was a life lesson I will never forget. But so wrong on so many levels. Like, I was kidnapped by my father as a kid. Oh, you are a real parent. I don't know how I do what I do sometimes. I really don't.
And I know you're not really selling us.
Right, Charmaine? Like, talk about some PTSD. Like, thanks. And I tell him that all the time. But, yeah, I'm pretty positive that that's where I get my parenting from, is how my dad was. It's just some crazy, weird things. It is very much a lesson. And I appreciate it now. Like, I'm like, wow, he was so, like, that was a really good thing, you know? Like, he really taught me that I was gonna die. So, I do appreciate it now. Do I want to do a lip liner or Dusty Rose? So,
Lip liner, Dusty Rose.
Wasn't asking you guys.
Who cares? Who cares?
So they're kind of the same color. One's more of a pink. So the middle here is the lip liner, and then this is Dusty Rose. Get off the table, you guys are shaking.
And then what's the green?
What should I do, Charmaine? Should I do lip or Dusty Rose?
Dusty Rose. Dusty Rose.
I feel like the lip kind of matches the eye, like it's kind of got that pinkish to it, and my clothes for today.
Lip.
So I've got some like pinks and purples and greens. Lip liner. Got it. I've only done the lip liner once, but I really like it. Emma, are you really brushing your teeth at the table?
Yeah.
I'm also selling my dog. Stop.
No, you aren't.
Who is like in heat, and get off the table. Man, they're making the mom come out. So this is shade 201, by the way.
Mom, what? My mouth.
Oh, it's not good. What eyeshadow did you use? I actually used, this came in an Ipsy bag. It's No Lenny, I don't know. And it's called Byron Bay. And it's this really pretty, like, pink, shimmery color. So I used that, and then I did Vintage Season. I did the brown for, like, the outer corners. I just kept it kind of simple today, but wanted to use some new stuff. Lay down. Quit moving, please. I actually found my lip liner that I used to use. Sorry, I can't talk while I'm doing this.
So just talk to Mom.
But I never used just a lip liner, actually. I used to use it, no, I can't find it, there it is. I used to use it actually to line my lips. I don't think I ever used it as like a full lip, and that's that one. So it's kind of like a skin tone. Will you let him out of his cage?
Sure. There's like
Let him out.
No.
But of course, I learn new things every time I do makeup from other influencers. And I saw them using the lip liner as like a full lip, and I was like, okay, where have I been? I'm like hiding. So there is Lippy 201, just a lip liner.
What is it, Mama? What is it?
Post-it notes. Hi, Elise. Thank you. One of our Farmasi sisters, she sells them. Hey, no bird whistle. I got like 4 or 5 of them. So I got gold, silver, pink, and like a dark purple. I love them. I love a good stud. And I really like a stud that just has like a little bit more pop to it. So I'm actually going to use, see, I really need to get like Zen because of this brush. The small like silicone brushes are the only ones that I can use on my bottom lashes. And I never really did my bottom lashes because I never had the correct brush. But when I got this, again, in an Ipsy bag, I tried it, and it just works perfect to, like, spread my lashes, not, like, clump them up or anything like that. I think her name is Lindsay Toe. I'll have to double check. I'll tag her. I'll make a post, or I'll tag her in this video, actually, and see what she's got left. But she makes them, and they are like super, super adorable. Like I said, they are like crystals. Let me put this mascara down before I end up getting it everywhere. So it's like rock crystal, and they are like super just blingy and sparkly, super, super gorgeous. I'm a glitter fanatic and love stuff. Yes, 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 yes. I feel you, girl. As soon as she made the post, I was like, okay. And of course, I love supporting small businesses too. And it makes it 10 times better. She's also a Farmasi sister. So, yes, Elise, I will tag her in this video. I don't think I can comment right now. So I will tag her in this once I get off here. But I do like doing my bottom lashes now that I've kind of figured out like what I need. I need to use like the silicone small bristle brush.
Baby.
Because I have such like small eyelashes on my bottom lash line that if I use like a regular brush, it really cakes them up and just clumps them together. So I actually might go in with this eyeshadow. Again, this is from Ipsy. It's the No Linny, I guess, and it's Bryson Bay. It's just a really pretty pink, shimmery, loose pigment eyeshadow. I like it because I like getting samples of stuff. That was why I initially got it, was I want to try products without breaking the bank, or buying them and then hating them and feeling like I've wasted my money. So that's why I got Ipsy to begin with. But now I'm just like overwhelmed with all the samples that I have not used. And plus I've got my own makeup that I'm like in love with and want to try everything of. And I feel like I'm like such a procrastinator because I've got a list of things in my cart, but I'm always changing my mind. So I do kind of like that right there in the corner. Just kind of add a little bit more shimmer up on them. But I think that's really it. I don't know what we're doing today. I need to get my kids out of the house. Whether they go play outside and tear up that thing that I want. Tear it up. Tore up. Whatever. But that's it. Yeah, we did our primer. We did VFX. We did the 3-in-1 face palette. I did non-Farmasi concealer, non-Farmasi eyeshadow for the pink, followed up with the Vintage Season in the brown, and then I used this cream to go like up under my eyebrow. We used our Express Pencil 03, which is the dark green metallic, or dark metallic green. Our 3D Effect mascara. I did my brows with some brown eyeshadow because, again, my list, and I forget to get some mono brow powder. Did some lip conditioner and our lip pencil in 201. I think that was it. That's the look we've got, and I've got a screaming kit. So again, if you guys want to buy any kits, I have 4 for sale today. Thanks guys for watching. Have a great Saturday.